I think we know this by now, right?
Something changed.
I think the top notes are. You think it's attended? What song doesn't have that?
Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you wonder if there's a place there for you. You know there's peace inside, but still you're searching for someone who understands the pain you've been through. But the Father waits with open arms. He's calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in, come on in. You'll find a place of rest and illumination where God within you helps you to light your way. He knows the peace you need and that you're feeling. He longs to hold you and to wipe your tears away. But the doors are locked, the lights are on. What are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in. Well, there's room enough in this home of love for someone just like you. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved to belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, come on in, come Happy Mother's Day. Unity of Tampa.
Good morning. Am I not? Okay. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all of you who have been in any kind of maternal or nurturing role. Yeah. Yeah. Pat yourselves on the back. All right. So next week, announcements. Next week, we will have the sign-up sheet out for summer volunteer opportunities. So keep a lookout for the big black hat with the flowers all over it after service next week, and we'll have those opportunities for you. We have our lessons for today. The teens are going to be planning Youth Sunday, finishing those plans. So May 31st, we will be running the show up here. Yeah. Yep. And having all the kids step up to their next grade level too. Yeah. The younger classes today are going to be talking about our 12 power theme of the month, which is power. So the different types of personal power and making something special for our moms, of course. Yeah. Yep. Just making sure I didn't forget anything. I don't think so. Do you have a question for us, Reverend Nancy?
All right, today's Mother's Day, and I'm going to, can we pass the mic? Will you guys pass the mic? If I ask you to think of one word to describe one person who has been either a mom to you or like a mom to you or has given you a gift, tell me the one thing they've given you. What's something you get from the people who give us that kind of love?
So make sure you hold it right next to your mouth, okay?
I'll give these to Katie when you get. What do you get from your moms or your grandmoms?
Asia?
Say it again.
Asia?
Asia.
What?
What is a gift? Not a literal gift, but what's a way that you think of your mom? When you think of your mom or your grandma or your aunt, what do you think of?
When you think of your mom or a woman who's been nice to you, who's been good to you, what do you think of?
Love? Kindness?
Okay.
Never mind. Hugs? Being nice?
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
Loving. Roses.
Wait.
My mom taught me how to love. Support. Smart.
Nice. Nice. All right, so here's what I'm going to ask you to do today. For everyone who's ever been really loving and kind to you, woman, that you think of as special, mom, grandma, aunt, anybody, I want you to pray for them today and thank God for them. That's our goal today, is to thank God for all the people who have nurtured us. And happy Mother's Day to you, too. All the women who have nurtured us along our life, okay? All right, let's bless you on your way.
All right. We love you. We bless you. We truly appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. We love you. We love you. We really, really love you. We have one more that we want to talk about, Mom. She wants to say something. What? What is it about Mom?
Good morning, Unity of Tampa. All right. So, seeing that camera over there, quick disclaimer to our online audience in Australia, this is not the late night show. And actually, if you're in New Zealand right now and you didn't get to church yesterday, you can watch this service first thing Monday morning. Okay. Having said that, do we have any first-time visitors here? Anyone? There's one there. Anyone else? Okay, I think we got them all. Okay, if you're here for the second or third time, just want to acknowledge you for coming back. And we'll move on to announcements. There's a number of places where you can get your announcements from. We have the bulletin, we have email, Facebook, website, and we even have a mobile app, which is aptly named Tidely. Very British. Okay, last but not least, we need to silence our cell phones. Hello, yes. Yes, I just reminded everyone to silence their phone. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. Okay. That was done by an unidentified member of this audience who will not be named. Okay, so let's get on to, I got too many things in my hand here. All right. If you see a flower, say hello and help welcome our visitors. And wear a name tag, unlike me. Okay, and we have, today we have our mat makers. We'll be meeting today in the sanctuary later on, and they will be making mats from plastic shopping bags. Very creative. Okay. Karmic Astrology and Past Life Group. Yes. If you're not sure if you were Napoleon in your last lifetime, drop in. It's tomorrow night, 6:30 to 8:30. Is it here? Where is it? It's in Fellowship Hall. Okay. And if you're interested, see Michael Brady or Terry Bonatti for more information. Okay, our men's group is meeting next Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon in Fellowship Hall. And
Just saying.
ooh.
Not that we're trying to entice you, but
Yes, there will be donuts. Ooh. And finally, let's go on to this week's birthdays. We have Michael Hilson on the 11th. Linda Garston and Mary Key are on the 12th. Jason Hirschfeld and Graciela Vidal, hopefully I pronounced that right, on the 14th. And David Wilfinger on the 16th. And before I drop the mic, we have anybody else? 13th.
Very nice.
Okay. Oh, well, one. I did? Okay. All right. And
Julia,
if
did you
anyone
have-
else, I mean, really, if, don't be afraid to raise your hand. You could be 29 as many times as you like. May 12th. Ah, okay. One more.
All right, let's sing to all these babies.
All right. And I'll just quietly
Happy
drop the mic.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God loves you. Happy birthday to you.
All right, that was was losing my microphone and trying to get organized. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all our moms and our aunts and our sisters and all the people who have nurtured us along the way. And thank you. So look at my beautiful flowers and balloon I got. Madeline, thank you so much. I want to share them with everybody, so I think they're so great. And David gave me flowers this morning, but they're in a vase in the other room so they won't die. And I want to just show you, I received a Happy Mother's Day text from Julian this morning in Spain, who's watching. Hi, Julian. And he sent me this picture of Ada and when he was born. So if you don't know, Ida, you go by Ida, not Ada, sorry. And if you don't know her, this is her. How many years ago? How old is Julian? 58. So is that awesome? Yeah, so thank you, Julian, for sending that to me and for remembering me today. It's so lovely. And I also want to just do a quick shout out in prayer, if we could, to Vivian, who's at in the ER with Patrick right now. So if you could all just, rub your hands together, put them out there, and we're just going to bless and affirm that Patrick will be fine and that Vivian will survive this whole nightmare. So Vivian, we're praying for both of you, and just know we love you both. Yes. I know. So, all right. So first, I'd like to, for my gratitude, I want to thank Soul Sisters for last Sunday. Thank you so much. And to everyone who contributed. We had a wonderful the Cat 5 band here. Thank you, Sean, and the band. But we had a wonderful potluck experience last week. If you didn't get a chance to be here, you missed a fun time. But there's always one every month, the first Sunday. So please join us anytime for those. And I also wanted to thank, is Gail here? Gail, there you are. Sorry, Gail, I have to focus over there. So Gail Gibson and Joanne Wells took all of your lovely donations. Thank you, first of all, to all of you who contributed to the spring. That we send all of these gifts were taken by Gail and Joanne to the domestic violence shelter. And we serve them every year, and Mother's Day is especially wonderful. So thank you for giving. We appreciate all of you. And Gail, I do appreciate that you kept on top of that and you and Joanne got them there. Thank you. And I also want to just do a shout out. It's not really a gratitude, but I want to do a shout out to Greg Roberts and his son, who graduated yesterday from USF, cum laude, no less. And that's your youngest now, right? Done with college? Middle. Oh, one more. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if Hayden was in the middle or youngest. Anyway, congrats to you. We're very happy for you. All right, now I'm going to invite Kira up here. Kira, you need to come up with me for a minute. So tomorrow.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday? I thought
Tuesday's my interview. Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you had Monday and Tuesday. On Tuesday, this week, Kier has his final interviews for his ministry path. Yes, and I sent in my evaluation and report and all of our tracking of activities. Reverend Bob Fortner sent in his, and we got confirmation all has been received. And he will find out this Wednesday if he has been approved to be ordained, which we're affirming is already going to happen. Yes. And that means that today begins his non-internship. After today, he's non-interning. He'll actually be a minister, and we're going to hold his ordination here on June 14th. So put that on your schedule. But in the meantime, I think we should bless him. So we're going to give him the kids' blessing. Can you put that back up, that for those who don't remember it? Are you ready? Take it all in. All right. We love you. We bless you. We truly appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. We love you. We love you. We really, really love you. Mwah. It has been my honor and joy to work with Cure, and I just know he's going to go on and do amazing things. I'm trying to talk him into applying and staying local so we can be colleagues after this, and we'll be colleagues anyway. All right, let's do our
How about a shout out to all the
Backseat driver.
Oh.
right?
Oh, yes. Jeffrey thinks I should acknowledge all of the youth who showed up for their moms today. And our dear Miss Williams showed up, even though she's, engaged now. She has time for us. By the way, congratulations to you. Yes, we're very excited for you. All right. Thank you. So let's say our affirmation together. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. And we've been continuing to say this Great Lakes regional prayer and joining others. So let's say that as well. One presence, one power, God. We are one family, one heart, called to peace, love, strength, and action. Divine wisdom guides us now. And our daily word, I know you're going to be surprised, but it's about mothers. And it says, I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. Today, I celebrate and honor the world's mothers. First, of course, is the mother who nurtured and guided me to be the person I am through her love and example. I also bless all who have shown me a mother's love throughout my life. These special ones may be grandmothers, aunts, or other family members. Perhaps a neighbor or teacher took me under their wing, offering me support and encouragement. I have deep appreciation for them all. On Mother's Day, I bless the mothers and mother figures in my life with thoughts of gratitude and love. I hold these women dear, gently in prayer, affirming they know the tender, nurturing love of God as they have so selflessly shared it with me. And from Proverbs 3:17, her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. Beautiful. All right. We are going to let the band take us into our next song.
And if you would, stand and sing this one with us. You can sing it as a little call and response, or you can just follow me. It's up to you. I hear the music. I hear the music. Down in my soul. Down in my soul. I hear the music. I hear the music. Down in my soul. Down in my soul. I hear the music. I hear the music. Down in my soul. Down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. Yeah. I've got a new day. I got a new day. Down in my soul. the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. I feel the power. Down in my soul. I feel the power. Down in my soul. I feel the power. Down in my soul. And the whole wide world is my home. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the whole wide world is my home. Sing it once again. And the whole wide world is my home. Wow.
Thanks for singing it with us, guys. You're sounding so good on that already.
I
It's
know.
like we don't
they,
even need
they
to sing
are
it.
powerful. This is a powerful group of singers. And when you get the right song, man, watch out with these people. All right. I want to thank Kathy Johnson for this story. Our good news story is at first I felt a little sad and then I felt complete joy. So for years, Johnny Brinson carried around an unfinished story, not just a manuscript sitting beside him for nearly a decade, but the story of his mother, Lieutenant Deborah Clayton, a woman Central Florida remembered for how she died. But her son desperately wants people to remember how she lived. This Mother's Day, Brinson says he finally feels at peace after finishing the memoir his mother started before she was killed in the line of duty in 2017. The book is called Bridging the Gap, The Untold Story of Courage, and it became far more than a writing project for him. For Brinson, it became a promise to preserve his mother's voice, her faith, her struggles, her dreams, and the love she poured into both her family and her community. After witnessing injustice growing up, Clayton made it her mission to be the kind of police officer people could trust. She wanted to give the community someone they could depend on. But to her son, she was much more than a respected officer. She was stern, and she was loving, and she was amazing, and I miss her every day. He remembers long talks with his mother. He remembers long talks with his mother on Clearwater Beach, where they would sit together and talk about life and goals in the future. And while she worked long hours and dedicated herself to helping others, he said she never made him feel forgotten. And now, as a new father himself, he says he finally understands sacrifices his mother made and that he could not fully see as a child. And one of the things that pushed him to finally finish the book was knowing one day his son would ask about the grandmother he never met. What I want him to know is that she was a wife, she was a loving mother, and she was a hero. Isn't that beautiful? And it says, when I pray at night, I just talk to her, especially ever since I had a baby. I kind of feel her like it's okay, everything's going to work out. Brinson rewrote the book 7 times before finally finishing it. And somewhere in the sometimes painful process, he found healing and forgiveness. Brinson said he has forgiven the man responsible for killing his mother, not because the pain disappeared, but because he didn't want anger to define the rest of his life. Instead, he chose to focus on the woman she was while she was here, a mentor, a protector, a mother, and the center of a family that still feels her absence every day. The ebook version of Bridging the Gap, The Untold Story of Courage, is available on Amazon. He says it will be free on Mother's Day and for 2 days afterward, because making the story accessible to people was one of his mother's wishes. So if you have any interest today and tomorrow, check it out. And just such a beautiful story. I mean, we should all want to be remembered like that, right? All right, let's get ready for meditation.
When I'm quiet in prayer, I open my heart. I open my heart. When I'm quiet in prayer, I open my heart. I see only love. I see only love. When I'm quiet in prayer, I see only love.
So let's just remember for a moment those last few words, I see only love. And as you take in a few deep breaths, just imagine you're taking in all of the energy and the light of God. Take it in and let go of all the rest, leaving it behind. And as you just get comfortable and focused on nothing but your breath, quiet enough that you hear your heartbeat, just allow the words I'm going to share to brush over your heart and take in what's right for you on this beautiful celebratory day. Today, I honor and recognize the motherly women who were gentle nurturers of my life. Those who embodied the spiritual qualities that transcend time and circumstance. In honoring these women, I acknowledge the divine essence of creation and the unconditional love that sustains us. Such love has fostered acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness within me. And it serves as a foundation for how I show up in the world every day. Mothers represent the divine feminine, the life-giving force that nurtures, protects, and guides me. This sacred energy flows through me, manifesting as compassion, wisdom, and strength. And as I continue my spiritual growth, I become the best version of myself because of what I learned. I honor the sacred spirit of nurturing within me and welcome its continued guidance as I extend love, comfort, and support to others. The courage and compassion that have blessed my life now live through me and flow outward in all I do. I affirm that my words, my actions, and my presence reflect the highest truth of who I am, so that everyone I meet feels seen, uplifted, and touched by love. As I celebrate Mother's Day, I give thanks for every woman who provided emotional support on my journey. As I prepare to enter the silence now, I reflect upon the wisdom and unconditional love I receive. And I thank God for those who made a difference through their presence in my life. I give thanks and seek blessings for the women who have protected and guided me. And as I return to this moment, I acknowledge how centered I am. I acknowledge the peace I feel. And I'm grateful for the love I display. I love talking about moms on Mother's Day. It's such an honor. And I know not everybody had a perfect mother, so let's be really clear. I get it. For everyone, today may not be an easy day. Those of us who lost our moms, this is a day we miss them the most. But cherish what we learned as a result of them. But there are so many people to celebrate today. All the women who showed up for us in our life journey. Motherhood is truly a sacred calling, and it transcends the biological connection and circumstance. And it embodies the highest forms of love patience, and selfless devotion. It is through mothers and those who nurtured us in a motherly way that many of us first experienced what unconditional love was. A love that's present when we face life challenges, a love that helps us and supports us when we are celebrating wins. And while the journey of motherhood can be very personal, it's also very spiritual, and it's celebrated across cultures and languages and faiths. So, three just to point out today: in Christianity, what did we always learn? Mother Mary, right? Even the Beatles remembered Mother Mary. And Mary was seen as a symbol of persistence and grace. In Buddhism, mothers are respected for their gift of compassion. And in countless indigenous traditions, it's Mother Earth who is seen as the provider of sustenance and wisdom to all of God's children. And all these great perspectives remind us that motherhood is weaved into the fabric of spiritual understanding, and that the qualities like gentleness and courage and wisdom and steadfastness are reflections of the divine in human form. And I want to share Unity's perspectives about mothers because I actually think it's one of the most beautiful. Unity sees mothers as living expressions of God's love, wisdom, and nurturing presence. And Unity believes that every act of mothering, whether by a parent, a teacher, or a mentor, or even a caring friend, reminds us of our oneness with all creation. The love that mothers give, from a Unity perspective, is unlimited and has a ripple effect that touches communities, shapes society, and is echoed through generations. Now, I want you to think for just a minute on what I just said. Think back to a great-grandmother or a grandmother or someone along the way and what may have rippled through that is still present today. So I never was able to meet my great-grandparents on my dad's side or my mother's side. But my great-grandparents on my dad's side were murdered in front of my grandmother during the Armenian Holocaust. So my grandmother came to this country with such courage and was so young and without parents and made it all the way over here. And the one thing I can see all the way down the chain in our family is courage, bravery, and courage. And so each of us has some story that rippled through our families. And I think that's something to cherish on this day, because their life sacrifice for me became my grandmother's strength. But my favorite point to share from Unity is the perspective that the mothering spirit is actually present in every soul, male and female. Whenever we comfort one another, whenever we offer guidance to each other, whenever we nurture hope, we are participating in the divine flow of love. And Unity invites us, from that perspective, to recognize that the qualities that we value in mothers are spiritual gifts that are available to every one of us. And they are the gifts that can heal and uplift our world. So in recognizing these qualities, it means we have to learn to demonstrate them on a daily basis so we can heal and uplift the world. So let's just look at some of these spiritual aspects. The first is unconditional love. This is hard for us. We may say, oh no, I give unconditional love, but I want you to hear me out. This is the type of love that we give freely. It is not contingent upon achievement of perfection. From my perspective, this is where we get into our greatest challenges in our relationships with each other. Being disappointed in others who didn't live up to our expectations. But that's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is loving them anyway, no matter what they do, and being present when they need us the most. That's what unconditional love, and expressing that love is what we need to practice, because that's what actually helps people know they're worthy, that they're valuable, and that they're loved simply by being. Nothing else, just by being. And if more people in our world felt worthy, valuable, and loved, we would actually see less conflict in relationships, we'd see less hurt, and we'd hear and experience more love. But people that don't feel valued do hurtful things because they don't get the attention they need. The second lesson we can learn from a spiritual aspect is demonstrating resilience and learning what sacrifice means. Mothers and mothering people often put the needs of others before their own. And they demonstrate the power of sacrifice and the possibility of growth through adversity. And their resilience is quiet. It's revealed in this quiet way. The daily choices they make to keep loving and to keep serving and to keep believing, even when they're tired and uncertain or carrying burdens no one else knows about. And one of the most powerful lessons we can learn from that demonstration of resilience and of sacrifice is that sacrifice is not a weakness. It is love in action. Resilience is that faith-filled decision to rise again and again with grace and courage and purpose. Because our character is strengthened in that process, and our spiritual patience is deepened when we understand this. The next lesson I think we can learn from these people is sharing wisdom and guidance. Through that gentle counseling and that steady support, mothers and mothering people help us discern right from wrong, what is in our best interest and what is not in our best interest. And they inspire us to follow our own path with confidence in it. And when they suspect that we aren't confident about our path, they challenge us to think about whether this is our path. Is it an intellectual decision or an internal one? And that kind of wisdom isn't delivered in grand speeches, but in simple reminders, timely correction, patient listening, loving truth spoken just at the right moment when we need it most. A mother's guidance teaches us how to trust our inner knowing, make thoughtful choices, and move through life with humility and courage. But true wisdom does not control or force anyone. From a lovingly way, it illuminates the path. It helps people grow into the fullest expression of who they came here to be. But we all need these champions. The next lesson is about expressing faith and hope. Unity teaches us that every act of mothering is an affirmation of our shared divinity and our interconnectedness. And in moments of uncertainty, a mother's faith in her children and her hope for their future serves as the anchors that steady the soul. I truly believe that, and I think my mom was that person for her children. The bottom line here is that the spirit of mothering invites us to embrace all people and to include them and to uplift them and to care for them. And to realize that not everyone has family and that type of support. So we need, especially those of us in Unity who understand how to show up in the world and continue to work on ourselves, we need to expand our circle of love to those who do not receive it. There's a beautiful story I want to share today that's unfolding in our family right now that reflects all of what I've been saying here today. And I think it's really worthy of being shared. And I get to choose, so there. So my sister Lisa has always shared her mothering spirit with all of us. Siblings, nieces, nephews, friends. She's my younger sister, but I swear she's the most mothering and loving person at all times to everyone and would go out of her way to help. And when she and my brother-in-law Billy retired from their big corporate jobs and they moved to Puerto Vallarta and volunteered to teach English to the children at an orphanage there, they only planned on teaching English and helping out. But in typical my family style, that turned into providing wisdom and guidance, organizing fundraisers, cooking breakfasts, serving on the board, organizing clothing, and engaging the entire community there to support these children. And after 8 years of serving there last fall, they decided they were going to dial it back and participate without owning everything. However, there were a few children they had practically raised, and one of them they had been nurturing since she was 2.5. And that young girl just turned 10 few months ago. So last November 2025, 2 months after they made the decision to back away and take a break, they decided at their age to pursue adopting this 10-year-old. And they've spent the last 5 months in classes, counseling, and paperwork. They even had to find a larger place just to be considered for this. And on April 24th this year, 2 weeks ago, this 10-year-old was signed over to them. And now they will spend the next several months in the court system in the final adoption stages. That, to me, is the meaning of motherhood. So, Lisa, if you're listening, I know they don't have Mother's Day there today, but happy Mother's Day. Motherhood in all its forms invites us to participate in the ongoing creation and healing of the world. And whether we are mothers ourselves or recipients of a mother's care, we're called to carry forward these values, offering kindness, building bridges of understanding, and nurturing the seeds of hope wherever we find them. Through the lens of unity, we see that the nurturing spirit of mothers as a sacred bridge that unites us in love, purpose, and spiritual growth. My hope is that each of us will take time today to take a moment to express gratitude to those who have mothered us and to those who continue to nurture and heal. Let's review today's lessons. Honoring mothers' reflections of divine love reminds us of the gifts we can use. Practice unconditional love, contingent upon nothing. Demonstrate resilience and remember that possibilities exist in adversity. To share wisdom and guidance, gently steering others to their path. And to express faith and hope, the anchors to every soul. And our affirmation is simple: I honor and embrace mothers' reflections. Let's say that together. I honor and embrace mothers' reflections. And our quote is from Father Richard Rohr: divine love is the energy that brought the universe into being and binds it together. Human love is whatever energy we use to help divine love achieve its purpose. Let's take that in. So we pause now to celebrate the women and those who have taken time to guide us, to share their wisdom, to support us along our life path. Those who have stepped up no matter what age to take on helping someone else. Those who have the courage to get up every day and face what they take on and never let it show. And so we say thank you, God, for the women and the men and the people everywhere who have demonstrated that loving spirit of divine love. Amen. All right, if you, Kier, last day? All right. I'm going to have Kier be one of our chaplains today. And Linda, I'm sorry, I don't know who the other person, it's you? Well, you're just on right there, front and center. So Linda and Kier will be our chaplains up front today. If you need a personal prayer, I would just like to say thank you for the prayers for Mark. He received some very positive news this week and good solutions for his life. We're going to keep Janice in our prayers. He's still healing and he's getting better with each day. So please keep him in prayers. And Jack told me right before the service that he is really 90% healed, which I'm grateful for. And of course, we're going to keep Patrick in our prayers today, along with Vivian. And if you have a prayer you want submitted, please use the cards in the seat in front of you. There are prayer boxes out on the left when you walk out, and there are prayer cards there. If you're online, please just submit your prayer online, and I'll get them on the list for tomorrow.
Member orientation.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Jeffrey. I didn't put that in here. So next Sunday is new member orientation. During our service, come support our new members. We'll still have a regular service, but we won't have our good news story because they're the good news story. But we're grateful to be welcoming many new members into Unity of Tampa at this time. So we say our giving affirmation because we know and trust and affirm that this has continued our prosperity 98 years strong. So let's join together in saying our giving affirmation. We have faith in God as our instant, constant, abundant supply and supplier. We have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. We have faith in God to guide us in all our ways, and our health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good, now flowing forth to meet our every need. And so it is. And I love this song these guys are doing today. Thank you for this.
I have to take the opportunity to, of course, wish my mom, Sue Priest, a happy Mother's Day, because she actually is usually watching almost every week. Also, my stepmom pretty much watches every week, so I got to wish a happy Mother's Day to Yamuna. And of course, maybe the most important mother in my life right now is my wife. So happy Mother's Day to my wife, Jillian. And to all the mothers, with this song, I sometimes with holidays like this, it's hard to know because it's like there's maybe Mother's Day songs, but I don't know if it can get cheesy. With this song, I just thought that if you listen to these words from the perspective of a mother, it's kind of powerful.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I could never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. Oh, there's nothing I couldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like this yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. Thanks, guys. Will you stand and sing the peace song with me? Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there
Take in all the energy you need with that connection, and let's join together and sing our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. God bless you. Happy Mother's Day.
Sound it off, man.